Yo, what is good everyone? It's your boy OJ here coming at you with this video, and this is probably going to make some people upset. It's going to be a little bit controversial, but I do think that it has to be said, and I've actually said something like this before, but in my opinion, Nintendo should definitely not Skyward Sword the next Legend of Zelda title. And what I mean by not Skyward Swording the next Legend of Zelda title is this. Nintendo, last generation, made the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for both consoles. They had it for the Nintendo GameCube and they also had it for the Nintendo Wii. The Wii version obviously came first, and they actually delayed the GameCube version past the Wii version. Now, I definitely don't want them to do that with the next Legend of Zelda title, but here's the thing. That Wii version was saved pretty much for that system. They delayed the GameCube version and they saved it for the Wii to help with the sales. Now remember, this was coming off one of Nintendo's most unsuccessful home consoles of all time, the Nintendo GameCube. And they said, hey, we need to have a core title that's going to hit it out of the park, because Nintendo tried a whole new strategy with the Wii over the GameCube. The GameCube is more geared towards core gamers, whereas the Wii was more geared towards casual audiences and also some core gamers. And they brought in those core gamers at launch with The Legend of Zelda and attracted all the casuals with Wii Sports. And they did that because they were able to save The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for that system. Now, I still think the Wii would have been a success even if it didn't have it, but it even made it that much better. Now, their next system, fast forward back to 2011, Nintendo took all generation to make one game, The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, all generation, and it was at the fringes of when the Wii U was supposed to launch. The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword launched in late 2011 for the Wii. At the time in 2011, what was the Wii doing? Sales were declining. The Wii had already been a huge success. Nintendo had already made a ton of money, and there wasn't many games coming out for the system. Nintendo basically was just like, well, we need to get ready for our next system. So what were they doing? They were making those games, or at least trying to prepare to put together a system. Obviously, they had some struggles here and there, how the Wii U turned out. They put out Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword on the Wii. Great game. Doesn't do as well as maybe some would have thought it would have done. The Wii U comes out and there's no title. There's no core title for the hardcore Nintendo fans. I mean, obviously you have New Super Mario Bros., but that was more of an expansion title. It was classic and it was fun for the time when it came out on the Wii and even the DS, which is an expansion title for more of the casual and some core Nintendo fans, but it doesn't have the majestic appeal to the core fans as the Legend of Zelda series. So you had New Super Mario Bros., and then you have Nintendo Land, which was supposed to be, Nintendo was hoping that it was the Wii Sports, and that didn't work out. So then what did you have left? You had a bunch of third-party games that people necessarily weren't happy with. And that was one of the big problems the Wii U had at launch. It failed to capture the imagination of people, and it failed to have that core title like the Wii had with The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. And that's why I said, don't Skyward Sword the next Legend of Zelda game. I understand. Trust me. A lot of you guys want to just play The Legend of Zelda Wii U on the Wii U. A lot of you guys feel that it should just be on that system because you're thinking about, okay, well, this is just what I want. This is the now. But this is what I'm saying here. If Nintendo doesn't have The Legend of Zelda for a launch title on NX for their next system, that could severely hinder the progress of the system. Obviously, launch titles necessarily don't make or break a system, because I think the PS2 didn't have great launch titles, and there's been other systems that have done well but didn't have great launch titles. But let me ask you guys a question. Don't you guys all feel that The Legend of Zelda, having that game at launch, can bolster sales dramatically, which in turn can help Nintendo in the long run, of course, as selling systems and getting more support? I think it would be kind of weird, and it would be a mistake if Nintendo decided we're only going to keep this on the Wii U and not put it out on the Nintendo NX to bolster that system at launch. And I understand some of you guys are saying, oh, well, what about backwards compatibility? Well, the Wii U is backwards compatible with the Wii. People could have just played Skyward Sword, right? but they didn't. It didn't help. Obviously, the Wii had tons of games, so that's what I'm saying here. They need to make sure that they have The Legend of Zelda on the Nintendo NX. Bam, right there. Now, I am going to reference another person that I watched as far as what he felt, and that's Obi Plays. What's up, dude? Shout outs to you. And he said that if you buy The Legend of Zelda Wii U, why don't you get the NX version for free? That could be something that they could do, but then again, if the NX version has a lot of upgrades and stuff like that, they're probably going to want to make some money off that. So maybe there's a discount or something like that with the new My Nintendo account and the Club Nintendo replacement, stuff like that. Maybe they do something to where you get a discount. I don't know about a free game, but still, that would be cool if it was free. So in my opinion, there's no need to just hold on to one system, because it's going to end up like Skyward Sword was, where it's just on that Wii, it doesn't really matter, it's at the end of the generation, and then your next system launches with what? Now, for all we know, Nintendo could have seen the mistakes that they made with the Wii U and said, okay, we've got a big Mario title, not a 2D Mario, but a big 3D Mario title ready at launch, and we have other games, but no matter what Nintendo has ready at launch, putting The Legend of Zelda is just going to make things that much better. So that is my opinion. I feel that they need that because they are coming off obviously their worst selling console of all time as far as main home console goes, and they need that big punch, and they don't need just one or two punches, they need a bunch of punches at launch, and The Legend of Zelda provides that punch that I don't think any other franchise Nintendo has can do, other than like, let's say like Pokemon or something like that. But even like that, that's also for a lot of the expanded audience. I think the core Nintendo audience just loves Legend of Zelda so much, and having that on the Nintendo NX at launch basically makes it a guaranteed success, at least for the first launch. I think they'll sell way more units than the Wii U did at launch worldwide if The Legend of Zelda is available for it. And that's also what I'm looking at too, as far as a long-term success for Nintendo, is just having those big hitters ready to go. So I know it's not a popular opinion, guys. I know a lot of you guys don't like that, but at the same time, you gotta admit it would be very beneficial for that system to have the next Legend of Zelda game at launch, and also be working on another Legend of Zelda game specifically for the Nintendo NX. But those are just my thoughts. What do you guys think about that? Please put it in the comment section below. Also, make sure you hit that like button if you did like this video. Let me know you guys want more content on the Legend of Zelda going forward, and subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks. Alright, thanks again, guys, and we'll see you for the next video. Peace.